Yes.
Nice meeting you, man. I
How's
see
it
your
going?
content online all the time.
Yeah, well,
Keep it up, man.
I appreciate it. Sound all right? Do I got my headphones on this phone? Well, in this gap, let me take the opportunity to explain what's going on, right? And so this is kind of tricky, but it's actually not tricky for me. So this group right here is a Christian group. They have this festival here for the last 2 years where they'd have music and I guess revivals and all that. I don't know. I don't really understand it. And we got a captain out here. I saw the other captain around. He was driving around. He looked away. His ass is getting ridden up this week. I got a solid one on him. I'll tell you about that in a second. But anyway, they usually have their concert here, and they got their license for, or their permit for it. And then a few days ago, they canceled their permit. And so the permit went through the LAPD and the LAPD Commission. They handle all First Amendment permits. And they, out of nowhere, said, you know what, this right here, this religious thing, is actually not a religious service. It's not a First Amendment activity. It's actually entertainment, being that they were gonna have music and stuff, so they called it a concert. So they said, since it's a concert, then you have to go through the Bureau of Street Services to get the permit. But they told them that like 4 days ago, which obviously doesn't leave you with enough time to get the permit, even though they've held this event in the last 2 years. Now, apparently there was a protest that happened. They had one of these events in Seattle recently, and it led to a counter protest and a big clash. And I think that's why they're really doing it. They don't want any problems. Also, today is Pride over in West Hollywood. Remember, West Hollywood and the city of Los Angeles are totally different cities. Everything's different. You have to go through completely different permitting processes and all that. Anyway, all right, I guarantee that's the captain over there. So they canceled it. They said it's not a First Amendment activity. Now, here's what I'll say. Guys, this is absolutely a First Amendment activity. Therefore, since it's a First Amendment activity, they should have kept their permit. They should have allowed their permit. To cancel them like that just is from a First Amendment standpoint, from my standpoint, is wrong. I'm one of those people that believe that literally the KKK has every right to get permitting and do their marching. My thing is, then you can counter protest if you want to. But they had a right to do this. They had a right to get the permit. So that's where I'm at. You know, it's a tricky situation. People could probably get mad at me and be like, oh, well, this group is extremism and all that. Listen, they're not making criminal threats. Therefore, it's lawful. And as long as it's lawful, then they have First Amendment right to get their permits. That's how I feel. Listen, I believe in fairness across the board. Now, right down the block, we have the Church of Scientology. They're like, oh, you go over there and you shout them down. What I do over there is I use my First Amendment rights to counter-protest their efforts to recruit people into a cult, which I have every right to do. I just wrote her up last week right here. I wrote her up last week. And it's funny, I'm writing her up in the next day or so. I think they did a search of guys, girlfriend, and friends because of what was it? And it was Ruiz too. So you gotta understand Ruiz. You gotta understand Ruiz. I got a message from somebody that says that they're his ex-girlfriend. She said they met when he was 33, she was 19. I believe right over here too. I believe on duty, but I don't know. And this person who said it's her ex said that he had a kink. She was talking about his kink. And I think it's hysterical. So I just wanted to talk to him and ask him and verify if this person is actually his ex-girlfriend and if he has this kink that she says he has. Just want to ask him. Just want to verify this information. I want to verify it when of course, when there's like 12 other cops around too. I just want to see which cops are down here. Wait. Oh, you already went by. Yeah, that's fine.
It is hot as hell. How are you wearing sweatshirts?
When you get sunburned, where do you get sunburned at? On your face?
On my face, my chest mainly.
No, but I mean, if you get it on your face, where is it usually at? And cheeks. Why? Because they're facing the sun.
Yeah.
Now imagine my head. What's going on, brother? How you doing, brother? Everything good?
Yeah, chilling. I'm on break right now.
Okay.
I'm about to just go to 7-Eleven, grab something to drink real quick.
Okay. You worked on Thursday?
Yeah.
You did?
Was
Yeah.
here. See what's going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. You
Yeah,
know?
hell yeah. All right, brother. I'm gonna let you go.
All right,
to
be
it.
safe, brother.
Want anything from 7-Eleven?
No, I'm good, man. I appreciate you, brother. So that kid, let me tell you about him. He works security at Foot Locker. Sorry. And he lives in Long Beach, commutes up here every day, but his car broke down. And so he's just been busting it all the way from Long Beach to come work over here. I give him a lot of credit. I give him credit, man. I give him a lot of credit. Wait, why is this green? How do I get rid of this?
That happened to me the other day. I was freaking out.
What the fuck was that? I wasn't even looking. See, I don't even pay attention. I didn't go by, I meant to go by the police station earlier to see how many cops are staged there. I was over here at like 3 o'clock and I saw them funneling down the street. I'm like, okay, let me go home real quick and get my stuff. There's no counter protesters. Oh, there's Habercorn. Habercorn, he likes to curse out women. He likes to curse out women. Probably like 3 years ago, I snuck up behind him on a stop and he was being a jerk. First off, he was towing a woman who was parked at the car and she's like, I'll move it and take the ticket. He's like, no, just because I want to have you towed. And then he started cursing at her. But he didn't know I was right behind him. And then he saw me and then he went to his car and put a mask on. That was funny. So every time I see him, I ask him if he still curses at women.
technically not supposed to be blocking the street,
Technically,
but they're not going to stop them, right?
no. They should have just gave them the permit, and there'd be less attention.
What's the difference?
Well, now they're going to have news come out here and report on it, and it's going to make it a whole thing.
Gimbel's going crazy.
I'm telling you, I don't trust those things. It's a robot. At the end of the day, it's a robot.
I know it is.
I was just dealing with a robot a few minutes ago. I had to yell at it. So what are they protesting? They are protesting. They have an event every year. For the last 2 years, they've had an event where they have a concert out here and revival, and it's a religious event. This year, out of nowhere, they gave them the permit. Is that Ruiz?
Right here, on the other side is Ag, bro.
That is. Oh man, the Kinkster. I gotta go talk to him.
What's up, Will?
What's going on, brother?
How you doing? Everything good?
Everything good, brother? I'm surprised to see you. I turn around like, hey, the kinky guy is over there. And of course, I left my scooter running. So the captain is talking to him. Oh, that's not Ruiz. It's a shame. I was hoping it was him. We might as well listen in. Oh, it is. I was talking to your ex-girlfriend, man. I'll talk to you later about it. I heard about your kink, man. I heard about that kinky thing. You know what I'm talking about. You know, the kink. No? Nothing about breeding. Okay, I'll talk to you later. He's probably shocked to hear that. She got pictures and everything to prove it. Yeah, I mean, apparently this person who says that their ex has a breeding kink, which is, I didn't even know that was a thing, but whatever. He's probably shocked to hear about the ex-girlfriend. She was not very happy with him. I'll be surprised. I actually thought there were going to be more people out here. So this place would be full when they'd have their concerts. And I was always warned the last 2 years, but like, watch out, there's an extremist group. I understand the group behind it is highly controversial, but most of the people that were showing up here that I saw last year was like Latino families, and just here for the vendors and, you know, they have baptisms out here and stuff. Listen, I'm not religious. All that stuff is kind of weird to me. But, I mean, they were generally just wholesome, even if the eyes were a little screwy. So it's like, yeah, to deny him the permit this year, I think it's literally wrong. If you do believe in the First Amendment, to claim that this religious event was not a First Amendment activity, that's what they're trying to hide behind. When the LAPD and the LAPD Commission denied them the permit, or canceled the permit, revoked the permit, whatever you want to call it, they said because they realized it wasn't a First Amendment activity, such as a religious event, a protest, a rally. They instead made it sound like it's entertainment because it's a concert and need to go through BSS instead. And so they told them like a few days before the event, before they canceled it, and then they didn't have time to go through BSS. So it's one of those things, you believe in the First Amendment or do you not? Where did Jessica go?
Welcome to being a Christian. You're gonna get tired. The rocks ain't gonna cry out for me. You're gonna get tired, but heaven ain't getting tired. So I'm gonna ask you for the next 20, 30, 40 minutes. We're gonna keep singing.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
And then once
Good, how are
we
you?
get going,
Did
we're
Vicente
gonna
show
blast off. Are y'all ready?
I haven't seen him yet. So they're gonna set up a concert stage anyway. Now so the thing is, legally, you can actually protest on the sidewalks as much as you want. You don't need a permit for that. What you do need a permit for is to use the street. And so they were denied that permit, but now they're gonna set up the band stage anyway and do their thing. But in the process, the city created so much controversy because they're gonna end up doing what they want to do anyway, but at the same time, make a legitimate case that their First Amendment rights were violated, and therefore bring more attention to it. You know, at some point there are going to be news crews here because of this. Now they might have done a story or two here and there locally on the event regardless, but I just think that it's going to give them whatever the city was hoping to do, just end up amplifying, and it actually made them victims. And truthfully, legitimate victims. Again, to claim that this is not a First Amendment event, that this is simply entertainment. They claim that literally this is not a religious event. You tell me. Like I said, you know, I have nothing to do with this stuff. I think this is all kind of weird to me. But what's right is right. And quite honestly, any of these politicians could have stepped in. Like people like Karen Bass, and this council district is Hugo Soto Martinez. Why didn't he step in and get involved? He could have done something. You know what he did? He did nothing. You're hot? I thought you liked the heat. Now you're whining? I was looking at the weather today and I was like, it needs to be about 10 degrees hotter.
My face is dripping.
I know, but I stay cool. In a minute I'll stop sweating altogether, but it's how it is when I first come out.
I don't complain if I'm like by the pool or something. That's different.
Well, if they set up the baptism thing. Have you been baptized before?
I think, yeah, I had a question.
Take it back. No, so you haven't been before. You want to get it today, right? Are those cotton pant shorts? No. You'll be good. You'll be all that wet. All right. Today's your day. I'll hold your gimbal.
Thank you.
So denying them the permit was so stupid. Accomplished nothing.
There was a couple people yelling gay pride down there or something.
Really? So isn't that where we need to be then? Where the good stuff is?
Sure.
Let's go.
Wanna go back?
Of course. Huh?
You were here last year too?
Yeah, it was chill. I mean, it's not my thing,
Yeah. I get you.
but it was just
Definitely no reason to deny it.
yeah, it was. I think your term was the best, wholesome. There was all, yeah. So like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's all weird to me. Everybody's got that look in their eyes, it's kind of, but they're not like Scientology trying to do crazy recruiting like they do with lies. They say no.
They get to go home right after and just live their life. It's a little bit different.
They don't have to buy all those books. Like they get it for free. I'm sure if I want to come out here right now and get a Bible, they're somewhere around handing them out. Wouldn't it be awesome if Scientology came up in here trying to recruit though?
Damn.
Man.
I would actually picture that too.
There would be such a huge counter protest to them.
Imagine just like a huge group of them trying to clash over you.
Man, it wouldn't go well for them.
Israelites,
Oh, yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh, the Israelites.
Yeah.
they terrify me.
Why? No. If it was New York, then should be terrified.
I was filming them the one day and they all came in my chat and commented.
Oh no, no.
Like,
Oh no.
question us that. Because I was talking shit.
Well, why didn't you go question them?
I ran away.
No, I think they meant that more out of respect. Honestly, I don't think they would have.
I've seen a lot of videos. I think it is them too. They're like aggressive.
In LA or in New York?
I don't know. I think it probably is New York.
Yeah, in New York it's different.
New York ones are.
Like they get pissed.
Nah, and New York ones, they come after me and they make me want to cry a little bit. So, no, they're not nearly as aggressive.
I mean, some of their signs are a little crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's crazy stuff everywhere. At the end of the day, does anybody really take them that seriously? To be honest with you, a lot of this religious stuff all sound crazy to me. Scientology down there, they're nuts. There it is. Where? So I'm not gonna lie, I thought there'd be more people here.
I just said.
I don't know how long I'm gonna stick around for.
So many things on Twitter that I've seen say that it doesn't start till 5. I don't know where you got 3:30 from.
From the guy who's
I seen them. One of them.
the guy you sent me, his own Twitter. Here,
I'm seeing 5.
hold on.
Stop sex slavery, okay? Sign 7.
Man, right?
That's the child brides.
Why didn't you wear that outfit today?
It was for a video. I wasn't wearing it. I wasn't making it my identity.
Why not? I don't know, it sounds kind of bigoted. Damn, they got Darth Vader coming up in here. I wonder if that's my guy or not.
What? Go where? Oh, sick? You're not even singing a real song. Just made up words.
Why are they walking away?
I don't know.
Darth Vader walked over and they're like, fuck it, let's get out of here. How are you? Don't do that again.
That traffic.
What?
I'll tell you later. I don't want you getting canceled.
You're saying what? Yes, sir, / yes, ma'am. What's your problem? Miss Edmund? I'm not asking people their pronouns. I've discussed this. I made this very clear.
Well, hello. How are you, my dear?
Let's follow this guy. It's the captain. Oh,
I guess
sorry.
we're following them.
That's fine.
So that's Captain Peters, Captain 1, patrol captain out here. I saw Heredia. Is that Heredia too with him? Oh, it is both of them. My God. Why does he look shorter than I expected today? We gotta keep our eye on him. I'm writing up one of them on Monday. So I filed a complaint. They said that he personally adjudicated, wrote that it was unfounded. I appealed to the OIG. The OIG said that he got it wrong. The complaint should have been adjudicated as sustained. So he's getting a complaint written for misadjudicating the complaint. Why does Heredia look so short today? I thought he was taller. Every time I seen him, it seemed like he was taller. Maybe because Peters makes him look shorter. He's probably gonna go over here and have conversations with somebody. I'm not gonna get up in their business. They can have their communication. I'm just not very happy with him right now. He knows it. And quite honestly, he gets a little freaked out every time he deals with me. He's gonna be freaked out when he turns around and sees me here. He wants to warn him so badly, but oh, that's sign him. I'll sign him.
So what do you think about this event, Will?
I think, you want to know what happened?
Huh?
You know what I think happened?
What?
I think that they're claiming that it was not a First Amendment event. They're
This
saying
one here?
that's what the LAPD commission, the LAPD,
Uh-huh.
took away the permit because they said this was not a First Amendment event.
Right.
They said it wasn't a religious event.
Right.
They said instead it was a concert.
Right.
To claim that this is not a religious event or a First Amendment event is absurd.
Yes.
What they did violated the Constitution,
Right.
especially, first off, it's chicken shit. Because they could have just been like, you know what, let my balls hang out. We don't want to have your
Well,
stuff.
that's what's going to happen tomorrow. They gave
Well-
the permit for them, so.
Well, no, but here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, it's probably going to bring more attention
Yeah.
to this event, right?
Right.
And
that's why
they're
we're
still
here.
going to have the event. You're still going to have the concert. It's not going to be as organized as it would have been. You know, people have been set up earlier. It's still going to happen,
Yeah.
and it makes them look foolish. And at the end of the day, to me, it's all about fairness. Do you believe in the First Amendment or not? It's just that simple. And what they did was absolutely wrong.
Well, I don't blame the police. I blame the city.
No, the city. No, it was the police commission and the police department that turned them down. To be clear, they said instead of going through us, you need to go to the Bureau of Street Services because that's what you would have to use for a concert. So no, they're being chicken shit. They're worried, in my opinion, they think there's going to be some shit that jumps off like happened in Seattle.
Right.
But that's Seattle's problem. That's not here's problem. Okay? And honestly, I didn't think that was going to happen. Last year, it was chill.
I remember.
And the year before, there was no problem. So why all of a sudden now? That's where I'm at. And you know what? Like I said, a lot of these things, I'm not a religious person at all. But
It's still the First Amendment.
it's so clear cut, and it actually has me really pissed off. And it has me, I'm not normally on everybody's. But again, to be clear, don't put it on. So Karen Bassett make this
Well, I'm
decision.
not recording right now.
I'm live streaming. I can turn it off.
No, it's fine.
Karen Bass, she didn't make this direct decision. At any point, she could have stepped in and had some balls and be like, you know what, this is wrong. Let me step in and same thing with the council member right here, DSA Hugo Soto Martinez. At any point, he could have stepped in and be like, no, we need to have this done. But they were both chicken shit and they pushed it off on the LAPD and the LAP commission. So that's where I'm at, man.
That's good. That's good to know.
At the end of the day, it's all about fairness, brother.
Yeah, it is.
He was yelling at that woman that had just said, "Oh, you're all standing there recording or whatever." And I was like, "No, she's chill. She's chill." He's like, "No, she's not. I've been following her for years." Over there.
Oh, no, but okay.
Is she not chill?
Mute for a second.
Yeah.
You know me, I get along with everybody. Like I said, he's always got problems. I've seen him in a million fights, you know what
I
I'm
know. I've been.
saying? Yeah, he came over to me, he was like, so what do you think about this event, Willie? Trying to do a little trap.
It's hard to talk to him when he has like one tooth in his mouth. You know, it's like.
I told him where I stood. Where I stand is consistent regardless of any group.
I love your stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Follow you on Twitter.
Oh, you do? Do I follow you back?
No.
Can I? No, okay.
Huh? What did you say?
You want me to can I follow you back?
I mean, of course, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, there go the captains. What?
So.
Want me to type it in?
Yeah, that's good.
Where they were going to shut down the road. They shut down the road in the exact same way. Broke down perfect. So literally just the difference. Literally no difference at all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I love your stuff with Scientology.
That's I have a lot of fun with them.
Right.
Take care, man. Nice meeting you, brother. And I forgot to tell us Jessica Mama, that's right there.
They were giving out free haircuts if you were interested. I don't know if you were
The guy in
looking for
front
a
of
cut.
the guy in front of the test center last night, he told me, he said, Jesus Christ knows everything. He knows how many hairs are on your head. And I'm like, well, that's kind of easy, you know. So this is like low key kind of boring now.
I know. I'm like, hoping it kind of picks up.
I thought there was going to be some more like
I was hoping
counter
it picked up.
protests, but they're going to be going all till late. I'll probably just come back a little later when they have their concert going.
When's that supposed to be?
Well, they're setting it up now. They're setting up the stage, and I guess they're going to have the stage over there. But I just think that, no, if you're right, you said that you've seen 5 o'clock. I saw 3:30.
I see one thing that said 3:30, but then I also see one that said 5 from people that are also party line, May Day, whatever it is.
I mean, because you think about it, they usually like really get going after dark, and it's not going to be dark till about close to 8 o'clock, you know, 8 o'clock-ish. So they'll be going from like, main part would be like 8 to 10. All it is hot as hell right now. Oh, I'm going to stand over here for a minute. Actually, guys, I'm getting off for a minute.